The fellowship has garnered over 1 million supporters, and together, this network of bridge builders provides aid to over 1.4 million people every year, helping children, families, and Holocaust survivors with their basic needs. Today, the fellowship is the single largest provider of humanitarian aid in Israel, but it hasn't always been this way. Its beginning in 1983 was small and forged through the vision, hard work, and perseverance of one man, Rabbi Rabbi Eckstein.
I was born in a small town called Winthrop, Massachusetts, out of Boston, and so I became an American citizen. And then my father became the chief rabbi of Canada in Ottawa. So they moved when I was a half a year old, and I grew up in Ottawa together with my siblings. We're all 3 years apart. My older sister's named Ahuva, my younger sister Rachelea, and my younger brother is Beryl. It's common in Jewish circles to name your children after a deceased family member. So we're each named, I'm named Yechiel after my great-grandfather.
At age 13, after his bar mitzvah, Yechiel returned to America and attended Yeshiva University High School in Manhattan. During his time at Yeshiva University High School, Yechiel pressed on and found solace in basketball and music. God was teaching Yechiel perseverance and to trust in Him. Yechiel would lean on these fundamental lessons years later when he started the fellowship. It was in Yechiel's teenage years when God began molding him for this mission.
After high school, I went to a yeshiva in Israel for 2 years. And that's when my spirituality started to really develop. At a yeshiva in Israel, again, it was a all-boys yeshiva environment where we study the Bible, we study Talmud, we pray, get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, almost like a monastery for those who can relate to it that way. But it was there that I really started to get what I would call my personal spiritual relationship with God. I started a number of things that historically had never happened. I began the first Holocaust curriculum in a public school system in America. I started the first Christian memorial service for the Holocaust. I started the first dialogue with evangelical Christians in the world 38 years ago, 40 years ago. This area of evangelical Jewish relations. I was the only one doing it. I broke history. I changed history.
The beginning of the fellowship provided Rabbi Eckstein with many challenges. He persevered. Over 30 years later, this network of bridge builders has grown to over 1 million supporters and is the largest humanitarian aid organization in Israel. Little did Yechiel know at the beginning that some of his biggest supporters would be Christians.
I really believe that the more that I have given Christians ways to bless Israel, which they have, the more Jews have seen good Christians and the positive images of Christianity. The objectives are threefold. One, to build bridges of understanding and healing between Christians and Jews after 2,000 years of enmity, of hatred, of separation, of fratricide. Two, to deepen Christians' understanding of the Jewish roots of their faith and their bonds with Israel and the Jewish people. And three, to form a body of cooperation, practical cooperation on issues of shared concern. That was the mission that I took on, whereas began alone in a closet. God has blessed us over these years, and today we're one of the largest nonprofit organizations in the whole world. We are the largest philanthropy in Israel. Christians have been demonstrating and expressing their love for Israel and the Jewish people through tangible means, through the fellowship, our programs of Aliyah, immigration, bringing Jews home to Israel from the four corners of the world, helping the hungry and the needy in the former Soviet Union, Holocaust survivors, helping provide food and medicine and basic needs in Israel and security. And at the same time that Christians are expressing this, Jews are getting it and realizing and seeing that Christians are genuine in their love for us.